What if I told you some of the biggest struggles in your life might be connected to a promise you made to God? And forgot? Maybe during your hardest moment, you prayed, God, if you save me, I'll change. I'll stop doing this sin. I'll pray more. I'll become a better person. But then life got better, and the promise disappeared. So what happens now? Does God get angry? Will he punish you? Or is there something deeper happening spiritually that most people never understand? Tonight we're talking about the terrifying, emotional, and powerful truth about breaking a promise to God. And trust me, you need to hear this before it's too late. Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever made a promise to God and later broke it, you are not alone. Millions of people do it in hospitals, at funerals, during heartbreak, in financial struggles, during panic attacks at 2 a.m. Pain makes people promise things. But when the storm ends, many forget the words they once cried out to heaven. The question is, how does God respond? Most promises to God are made in emotional moments. When people feel helpless, they reach for heaven. Think about it. A man loses his job and says, God, if you help me recover financially, I'll dedicate my life to you. Someone survives an accident and says, I swear I'll never go back to my old lifestyle. A teenager struggling with anxiety whispers, God, if you get me through this, I'll trust you forever. These promises are real in the moment, but emotions fade. And when emotions fade, discipline gets tested. That's where many people fail, not because they're evil, but because human beings are weak. Here's the truth. Most fear-based videos won't tell you. Breaking a promise to God does not automatically mean God will destroy your life the next day. God is not sitting in heaven waiting to strike people down instantly. In fact, the Bible repeatedly shows God as patient, merciful, and compassionate. But that does not mean promises don't matter, because every promise creates responsibility. And when you repeatedly break your word to God, something dangerous begins happening inside you spiritually. Your heart slowly becomes numb. Conviction gets quieter. Prayer becomes weaker. Guilt becomes easier to ignore. Not because God disappeared, but because distance from God grows gradually, and most people don't notice it until they feel completely empty. The greatest consequence of breaking a promise to God is not lightning from heaven. It's becoming spiritually disconnected. You start losing peace, not happiness on social media, not fake smiles around people. Real peace. You begin feeling restless, anxious, emotionally drained, and deep down, you know something is missing. Why? Because your spirit remembers what your mouth promised. There's a battle inside you between conviction and comfort. And the longer you ignore that conviction, the easier it becomes to live far from God. That's why many people feel spiritually cold. Not because God stopped loving them, but because repeated disobedience creates spiritual distance. Look at Jonah in the Bible. God told Jonah to go to Nineveh. Jonah refused. Instead of obeying, he ran away. At first, nothing happened. He got on a ship. Life seemed normal, but eventually, the storm came. And sometimes that's exactly how it works spiritually. Disobedience feels small in the beginning, but over time, the consequences grow. The scary part is this. Many people today are running from the very thing God asked them to do, and they wonder why they feel lost. Now here's the powerful part. Yes, God can forgive you completely. No matter how many promises you broke, no matter how far you drifted, no matter how ashamed you feel. God's mercy is bigger than your failure, but forgiveness requires honesty. Not fake religion, not pretending, not empty words, real honesty. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is simply, God, I failed. I meant what I promised, but I became weak. Please help me start again. That kind of prayer changes people, because God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for surrender. One of the biggest mistakes people make is constantly making emotional promises they can't keep. Instead of saying, God, I'll become perfect overnight, say, God, help me become stronger one day at a time. That's real growth. Faith is not about dramatic emotional speeches. It's about consistency. Small prayers, daily obedience, quiet discipline. That's what truly transforms a person. Maybe this video found you for a reason. Maybe there's a promise you remember right now. A promise you made during heartbreak, during fear, during pain, and maybe guilt has been following you ever since. Listen carefully. God has not abandoned you, but He is calling you back. Not tomorrow, not someday, Now, because delayed obedience slowly becomes permanent distance, and life is too short to keep running from God. One day, every person will stand before God. Not your followers, not your friends, not your excuses, just you and Him. And in that moment, the question won't be, were you perfect? The question will be, did you truly seek me? So if you broke a promise to God, don't hide. Return. Pray again. Trust again. Start again. Because sometimes the people closest to God are the ones who once walked far away, but chose to come back. If this video spoke to you, take 1 second and type, "God, I'm trying," in the comments. And if you believe God still gives people second chances, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message tonight.